Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Barcelona.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. And that gets things running. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Frankie de Jong is another brilliant prospect to come out of the Dutch system. He's someone I see as a real pivot in the team. His position is obviously central and deep in midfield, and he'll be providing the creative and incisive passes.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Alonso! What a wonderful goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
So, a breakthrough already. Vitinha. Yamal.
Oh, great feat that.
Mbappe. Van Bouten does really well there, strong defending. Park Ji-sung. Mbappe. And this is Roberto Baggio.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Pires really should be making an apology. That longer range pass gave him a golden chance then.
Galatasaray with the corner, they're first. Hit with his head, but couldn't steer it in.
Mbappe clearly was a little selfish there, but I don't think it was a bad attempt.
And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, well measured. Shot could be on. That could spell great chance! Really well taken goal. And they're at it again in double quick time. Really tidily gathered and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Mbappe really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment.
All eyes on the referee. It's a penalty. Galatasaray have themselves a chance from the spot. He'll know exactly where he wants to put it. And that's one back! A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Yeah, the keeper was trying to make him think that he was going to dive one way here. Could have just held a little longer.
The goal scorer for Galatasaray after 17 minutes is number 10.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
And it's made it Mbappe! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Mbappe is offering a wry smile there.
Threads one in. Oh, what a climb! Decent enough try. Bojan. Oh, that's delightful. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. He's in space and looking for options.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
And it's Xavi Alonso. And he has been fouled there. Xavi Alonso taking charge of the dead ball. So, a genuine chance to increase the lead. Takes a shot! And for sure, that was not one of his best.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
And that has left him in a heap. Now it's Perez. That is ended up in no man's land. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
He made it look a bit predictable.
An instinctive delivery. Galatasaray have the chance to go the other way. And the pass is intercepted. Vinicius Junior. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And that pass just didn't quite work. Roberto Baggio. Galatasaray finding their passes. De Jong. That's Park Ji-sung. Xavi Alonso looking understandably energised after his goal. And that's an excellent interception. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Galatasaray clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Now it's Yamal. Neither of these two want to come off second best. He's going for goal! They want to be quick to recover this.
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
Xavi Alonso is there and he can pick it up. Now that's well seen too. Nicely weighted ball. Takes a shot! Oh, taken with style. Galatasaray are back in business. That is simply terrific, finished with beautiful deftness.
It just came down to a battle of wills between him and the keeper, and he won it with a cracking piece of trickery.
Kylian Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
And he's intervened well there. Now who's going to be first to this? Can he get on the end of this? Perez was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Played back in. Now this could be a chance. Corner then. This possibly the last play of the half. Xavi Alonso with the short one. And the finish! That's a half-decent try. Mateus. Looking for options for movement. And he was quick to react. And they can counter here. Vitinha. That's a sharp pass. And it's half-time here. Galatasaray are finally getting a much-needed break. It's been absolutely breathless stuff so far. The midway point of the game.
Well, who would have expected both teams going in level after that? Lots of drama, and Peter, please don't ask me to pick a winner.
To the information centre.
Quite a half. More of the same, please. Score at the interval, 2-2. So once again, we're underway. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Vitinha wins the duel this time. Tries to pass it through. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Now it's Mbappe. Messi, very much a man of this moment. No way through. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
That has been cut short. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Chance! Oh, it's come loose. That has not gone well. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Shoots! And the ball's come loose here. Khan trying to keep this in. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Bojan. Now this could be a chance. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. No second thought, a straight red card. Well, Jim, there's only one reason that he would be sent off there. It is the denial of an obvious goal-scoring opportunity.
Yes, sadly he knew exactly what he was doing and he had to go with the risk.
He's having a good look here. Messi! He's missed, but not by that far.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Just about up to the hour now. And this is Bojan. And this is Messi. Might be danger here. Mateus! Just off target. That is good alertness. Somewhat off target. Played out to the right. Vitinha. Beckham deals with that comfortably. Roberto Baggio. That'll be a throw.
Substitution for Galatasaray. Number 24, Bayern. Number 5, Mateus. Coming on the
De Jong.
field.
Out to the left it goes.
Hannes.
And he's managed to get free. And he's gone backward here.
Substitution in progress.
Galatasaray do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. He's on it, can he get away? And he's in on goal! Chance, surely! It's a pretty loose pass. Park Ji-sung. Van Nistelrooy. Spread it left. Now it's Rashford. He's found a way through. Cross goes in there. Ernest. Adams. That's an imaginative pass.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope. Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Perez receives him in a wide position.
Playing it safe and simple.
Yamal gets into a good position. That is good strength. Out to the right. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, good ball! And a chance! A probing pass. Van Bouten kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Ernest gets into some space. Cleared without hesitation. It's Perez! Goal! Galatasaray! And the comeback is complete. He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Number 22, Robert Pires. Robert Pires. Robert Pires. Substitution.
So here comes the substitution. Galatasaray get themselves into the lead.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
And he's worked it through. That's been cut out, well played.
Galatasaray really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Goes for a shot! Oh, this looks sharp. Pinches it off him. Over to the left.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Adriano is flagged offside. De Jong. Oh no, this does not look good. He's having a hit. Oh, they could be caught out here. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And that will be the final act. So the winners bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that.
And a quick reminder today,
Thrilling,
everybody,
nail-biting,
to make
perhaps
sure to put
frustrating
any
until the
litter in
very
bins
end,
provided.
but we do
Thank you
have
for
a
your
winner.
cooperation.
Well, this looked like it had a draw written all over it, Peter, so credit where it's due. They found a way to win it.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And we're underway. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. he's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air, and what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of clean sheets with him on board.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Keeper's dealt with that. Oh, this is a great position. Cleared without complication. And it's Messi. Incoming delivery.
That's good defensive concentration.
And that has left him in a heap. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
And this is Dybala! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Punched away. Back into the middle. Look at the space here. Now it's Mbappe. Great vision. That's a lovely, neat pass. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
And he's gone looking for safety. Cross needs to be... Real chance! No, not this time.
That was a cracking ball in because it just took the goalkeeper out of the equation.
Aimed beyond the defence. Just the keeper to beat! Oh, shooting chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. The ball goes in. The other side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Asensio.
Paris Saint-Germain clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge. They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Van Belten, that's an imaginative pass. Well, that's well spotted. Tries to pass it through. Threads one in. Very nicely done. Good spot, that. Approaching the half-hour mark. He's in space and looking for options. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. That is good alertness. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Adams. Mateus.
Paris Saint-Germain have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Not the most accurate pass. Ambitious ball here. Good ball over the top. And the shot! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! The breakthrough strike! That's wonderfully done. Crisp hit, true finish.
Mbappe really showed his coolness, Peter, by not getting flustered on such a tough skill. And for me, it was controlled perfection.
Paris Saint-Germain have penetrated for the first time.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Now it's Perez. And this is Messi. Flings in across. He rises! didn't quite get enough on that.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
That has been slung wide. Passing nice and neat. Nicely weighted ball. He's through here. Roberto Baggio. Well read, and the danger is averted. Looking to play him in. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case.
Additionnel, 1 minute.
Into stoppage time, very little left on it. He is shapes to shoot! They've scored! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Galatasaray really are lucky not to be down by more, Peter. The manager's going to have to come up with something a little special to lift these players, otherwise this one's as good as done.
And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
And it's been played through. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. No, that's been intercepted. Messi.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Great, and one more try! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
They're just unrelenting, Peter, wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Keeper has taken decisive action. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Messi. He's got away. No, poor contact, nothing on the shot.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
And this is Dybala. It's a searching pass. Galatasaray can breathe again, just.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Dybala picks it up out wide. Looking tidy in possession here.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
And he's made sure that's not getting through. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Bojan! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, he's been caught napping! Beckham. And it's made its way to him. Van Dijk tries to clear. He's going to have to tune his rangefinder before the next one. Van Dijk cuts it out. Vitinha. Oh, good spread. Can he get it through? And he welcomes it in. And he's in on goal! There's the shot! Oh, that's lovely from Dybala! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And they are cruising away. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played.
Oh no, it's an own goal!
I don't think he knew too much about it, Peter. It comes off him awkwardly.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Well, that's something you don't expect at a match like this, but I guess you'll have to take whatever way it comes, and very gratefully.
Knocks it into space. And they're back on the ball again. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Now it's Bojan. He's in a great position here. Matches Nunes, gets across to intercept that. Now he's off and running. And this is Perez. Now it's crossed into the... Goes for a shot! Oh, it's hit the post! Tries to play it through, and that could set him on his way. Dybala had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Well, he's not the type that's short on self-belief, so that could rub off on his teammates now.
Probing pass. No, he's just misjudged that one. Looking for options for movement. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Van Bouten cuts out the pass. Asensio makes the interception. And he plays one through. Mateus. Roberto Baggio. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. It's a pretty loose pass. Over to the left. This looks promising. Paris Saint-Germain have a free kick. And that's going to be a booking. Decent hit from there.
We all love a triumph, Peter, but the wiser choice would have been ball into box.
Played through into space.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Asensio. And we're done. Well, that was a frustrating game. They were, at times, cohesive, very capable, but undone by...